Hi everyone, my name is Abel Gray Kantuma. I'm from GREYTEST Card Design Concept. This is actually my WhatsApp contact. You can reach me on this number or you can call me, okay? These are the list of softwares which I've covered on our YouTube channel. They're very much available on that channel. Visit the channel and actually keep yourself busy. We now teach all of the softwares on our Telegram platform where we'll give you the software, we'll guide you on how to install it and how to crack it, okay? Today I'll be taking you through a design on Staadpro. I'm going to be designing this. I will show you, and then we'll go into the calculation and show you how to print that. But on this episode we are going to focus more on the modeling. On the next episode I'll be showing you how to actually add your loadings to this structure, and then analyze it and also design it, and then I'm going to show you how to print your calculation sheet. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Click on new, and I'll make this portal frame design. Okay, and then I'm going to create. Click on yes. Okay, so we just want to achieve something of this nature. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 span here. I'm not going to maintain the dimensions here, so I just want to make this as brief as possible. So this is actually going to be, we'll make it at 5 meters interval. Okay, so this is more like how the plan is going to look like, and this is more like how the section of this design is going to actually look like. Okay, so let's go into that. So here I'm going to make this 0 and I click on enter. Okay, we have covered a very wide range of designs using the software Staadpro. Okay, you can visit the channel down below the description of this video. You'll find a link to that channel. Visit the channel and actually keep yourself busy. Okay, so right now here I have this first node, and then here I'm going to use a translational repeat. I'll come to select and I'll click on node cursor and I'll select that, and I'll come to my geometry and I use translational repeat Y. Okay, and then let's say I'm using this height to be 4 meters. Okay, so I click on OK. So I'll come back to my geometry and I'll use add beam and I'll connect this with this. Okay, good. So now I'll highlight on this as well again. Come to select beam. I'm going to select my beam, and then I'll go back to geometry, translational repeat, and then okay, let's say I have this in 5 steps from if you can remember from here, we said we are using 5 of this, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I'll take that back. Okay, so I'm going to maintain an equal interval of 5 meters, but you can actually play with it, adjust your dimensions here, all can be achieved. Okay, so I'll click on OK. Okay, now you see what we have here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry, I think I have an error here. I made a little mistake here. Okay, yes, I'll highlight on this, go back to my translational repeat. So you must take note of this. You can see we have Y upward, we have X this direction, and then we have our Z in this direction. So this is supposed to be in Z direction. So we said the number of we have 4 different span. Okay, so and then the support along that span is 5. Okay, so we already have one there, so I'm going to make the number of steps here to be 4, including the one that is existing, making it 5. Okay, so I'll click on OK. If you count this, 1 2 3 4 5, good. So here I'm going to connect this using our beam. I'll click on this and I click on this. I'm going to change this view. I'll change this, and then sorry, go back. I'll select beam, okay, and then I will right click, and then okay, I already have a node at this point, so all I need to do is just to click on this node, and then I'll right click and I'll move this node. Okay, so let's say I move this to 2.5 meters. Okay, and then I'll click on OK and I click on yes. Okay, okay, this is just modeling, so I can just play with this. Let me delete this. Okay, yes, I'll delete that, and then I'll draw my beam. Good. So here I'm going to intersect this with this beam, intersect this with this beam. So I'll come back to my select node. Okay, okay, so I'll right click and I'll click on move, and I'll make it at say 2 meters. Yes. Okay, now you can see it has actually gone across this. So I will come back to my geometry. I'll come to intersecting beams, intersect selected beams. So I have to select my beams first, come to my select beam, select, and then I'll go back to intersect selected beam. Okay, okay, so this part I'll delete, here too I'll delete. Yes, yes, so that has gone off. So I'm going to merge this beam with this beam, so I'll come to my beam tool, so I'll merge the beam. Yes, I'll merge. Yes, and I'll close, and I'll come here and I'll merge this beam too as well. Okay, the reason being that I want this support to act as a pin to this beam. Okay, here too I want this to act as a pin support to this beam as well. So if I click here, you can see the beam now. There is no longer break at that beam. Okay, I'll come back to my view. I'll come to my isometric view. Okay, so here right now I'm going to add a property of this beam. I'll come to my section database. I'll come to my British because I'm using British standard. So I'll come down to, I'll just pick a section. Let's say I'm using a steel section of let's see from our diagram what we have. Okay, let's say our stanchion here is 305.165. okay, 40. So if I come here, 305.165.40. good, look at it here. The material here is steel, so I'll leave it at that, and then I'll add, and then let's say I maintain the same material for steel, and or I'm going to pick a higher one for my beam. Let's say I use this for my beam, and then I'll add, and then I'll close this. Okay, so I will select my beams, and then I will select on here, this is the steel section, so I will assign to selected beam, I will assign, and I'll click on yes. My columns, I'm going to make all of them of the same size, just because of time, but you can play with different steel sections at your time, okay, or for a live project. Okay, so now this is what we have. Let's come to structure diagram, full section, apply. Okay, let's view this, and then let's view our diagram from the AutoCAD environment. Let's see how we have this. Okay, so this is in this direction. Okay, so let's see from here, what do we have? Okay, good. So we'll leave it as it is. Okay, no, I'm supposed to rotate that, so I'll go to my beta angle. Let me view this again. Okay, good. So here I'll come to beta angle, I'll create beta angle at 0 degree. Okay, and I'll click on this, and then I'll select my columns, and then assign to selected beam, and then I'll assign, and I click on yes. Okay, so it's already in 0 degrees, so I'll make this at 90. Sorry, so make this 90. So assign to selected beam, I'll assign. Good, now you can see it has rotated. Okay, so the next thing here I'm going to do, I can switch this back to the original view, none, and I'll apply, and I click on OK. So here I'll use translational repeat. So let's say here I'll come back to my select beam, I'll select this beam, select this beam, select this beam, select this beam, and then I'll use translational repeat. Let's say here, let's see how many steps we have here. We have 1 2 3 4, so everything here is 4, so everything is 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so come back here, I'll make this step 3. Okay, don't worry, I will explain that. 3 along X direction, and then I'll click on OK. Good. So this, I'll select this, select this. I'll go back to my translational repeat, and then since this is at 5 interval, 5 meters, this is from here to here is 5, 10, 15. Okay, so the next one will be 20. So here I'm going to type in 20. I'll leave it at 1 step, and then it's going to be, and then I'll click on OK. Good. So this is what we have here. The next thing here I will do is to let me insert sorry. Okay, I'll come back to okay. Let me go back to this view. Okay, so at this view I'll go to select and I'll click on note, and then I'll highlight this. Okay, so if I switch this view, come back to isometry, now you can see all of this has been selected. So I'm going to insert a beam along this. So to do that, I'll come to connect, beam, good. So the next thing here I'm going to do, now I have my beams along this. Okay, so I'll just go through I'll go back to property, my beam. So I'll go to select, select parallel to X. Now you can see that has been selected, and then I'll assign to selected beam. I'll assign and I click on yes. So let's switch this again and see how it's going to look like. Structure diagram, full section, apply, and okay, good. Now you see what we have. If you already like what you're seeing, make sure you like this video by giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel, it's actually free. Click on the bell icon so as to always get a notification whenever I post videos. I post videos like this on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, so as to encourage as many that wants to have a deeper insight of design. Okay, I'll switch this to none and I'll click on apply and I'll click on OK. So right now I'm going to be adding a brace to this model. So to do that, all I need to do is to I'll come back to my geometry and I'll click on my geometry, click on add beam, and I'm going to trace this way, brace this way. Sorry, I made a very big mistake there, but okay. At new point, so let's see, we have this brace here. Yes, new point, yes. Yes, yes, okay. I'm going to brace this, and I'll brace this. Okay, so we've gotten all of our brace. Sorry, I'll come back to this select. I'll select this node and I will select this node as well, and I will delete. Yes. No. I made a mistake here, so I have to merge this beam. Okay, beam 2, I'll merge, close. I have to merge this, merge. Okay, so sorry, I think this brace here is not complete. Okay, good. Now I'm going to actually provide the material for my brace, okay, and then the section as well. So if I go back to my property, I'll come to define, and I'll click on circular, and I'll make this a steel beam. So it's going to be steel, okay, point 0.03. okay, I'm going to add, and I'll close. Okay, so but to select this, because this is actually diagonal, okay, I'll go to my select, and then okay, I'll come to my select, I'll go down to my attribute, come to my missing property, go to missing property. Now you can see all of this has actually been selected. Okay, so go to my property here, I'll click on this section, I'll have to go back there and select again, sorry about that. Come to attributes, missing property, missing property. So this has been selected, this is what I'm assigning to this. So I will assign to the selected beam, I will assign, and I'll click on yes. So if I switch this to my 3D structure diagram full section, I'll apply, and I click on OK. Good, now you see what we have here. I'll switch this back to none, and I'll apply, and I click on OK. So this support here and this support here are actually going to be supporting this beam as pin. Okay, so I'm going to be releasing that like partial release, okay, at 99%. Okay, so all I have to do right now is just to double click on this, and I'll change release at start, partial moment, and I'll check on this, and I'll make it 99%, and then I'll click on add, and I'll close. Okay, so if I go down to my specification, now you can see it here. I'll click on this. All I need to do is to select on the number of support I want to assign that to. So I want to assign to this as well, and assign to this as well. So I'll click on assign, I click on yes. Okay, so I have done that successfully. Okay, so okay, all of this has been covered. We have gotten our model just the way we want it to look like. Okay, so this is my model. On the next episode of this training, I'm going to be showing you how to actually add your loadings, and then you analyze, and then you as well design this. But I have covered training on loadings, analysis and design as well on Staadpro already. They are very much available on my YouTube channel. Down below the description of this video you'll find the link to that channel. So let's add support to this. I'll create support and I'll make it fixed support, and I'll add. If I click here, I'll come back here and change my view. If I change to this view, if I highlight here, if I come back to my view and I come to isometry, now you can see it has selected all of my support. So if I assign and I click on yes, now you can see it has assigned a fixed support to all of this structural member. So I can go back here and I come to structure diagram, full section, and apply, and I click on OK. So make sure you stay safe and make sure you stay blessed. Okay.